everybody. Time for the April check-in. I want to start by saying I don't know if there's going to be a newsletter coming out on May 1st. Honestly, from the writing standpoint, there isn't much to talk about. And we'll be covering why that is as I talk about what happened this month. Let me get some better light in here. Hang on. There we go. That's better. Doesn't look like I live in a hovel now. But anyways. Don't know if there's going to be a newsletter coming out on May. Sorry to my subscribers. When I have something to tell you, obviously you guys will know. But anyways, let's get started. This month started off very rough because I think it must have been the first weekend in April. And our washing machine kind of broke. And unfortunately, we were thinking, okay, this is going to take a specialized person because it's a Kenmore washer from Sears, who are obviously, for the most part, no longer in business. So we tried calling for a workman to come in and take care of it. We thought we could get one on Monday, but whoever set up the appointment for us screwed up and said that we needed our dryer fixed, not our washer. So when we went to correct it, there were no washer technicians available. And I made it very clear to the person we talked to, this is hugely inconvenient because now we're going to be going basically 2 weeks with no clean clothes. Now we have to start hand washing our shit. And they apologized profusely. Doesn't help much, but eventually my mother and I, we just got tired of waiting. We looked up what could the possible problems with the washer be, and the problem was that it would not drain the water. So we looked up the possible problems, we cleaned out our drain hose, and we tested our pump. We tested it incorrectly, but we did ultimately decide that it was the pump that was the problem, and we were right, even though we thought it was broken for the wrong reason. It's confusing. We tested it on an ohm meter. We read the ohm meter wrong. So on and so forth. But it was a broken pump. We managed to put it back together a couple weeks ago. And, we didn't have to call in a workman to bring germs into the house, so that was good. Unfortunately, that was not the end of what was going to happen to us. As of last Thursday, my grandfather is back in the hospital. I'm not going to go into detail as to why, because honestly, it's not something like a broken leg, which was why he was there the last time. It's something more personal. Honestly, we don't know how it's looking right now, because we keep going on a roller coaster. He does really, really well, and then hiccups happen. But he is back in the hospital. And, we have to just play it by ear at this point. So, that's all the stuff that I can think of right off the bat, other than I have also started the journey of rewriting my book, Starforged Orion, which you obviously saw the video that was uploaded earlier this month, where I talk about why I want to rewrite it. I'm going through this in a couple of different ways. I've asked 3 people to look at my original new outline and give me an opinion on them. And these people have valuable information because one knows the book and is a fan. One person knows the book but is more objective as a writer. And one person has never read the original book. So they can all provide a bunch of different perspectives. I'm also reading through my original manuscript myself to find little issues that I can't off the top of my head remember, and trying to figure out how to fix plot issues, what to cut, what to add, where to move things. And I'm making a list of things that need to change. And that list is over 5 pages long, and I think we're in the 170s items that needs to be affected. Now, some of those are repeats. I have told myself to show and don't tell multiple times because I think I need to drill it into my head. But that's how I'm going about with this. I don't think I'll be giving an update on Orion for my AuthorTube video this next month. I think I'm going to upload a different video because I'm not done reading Orion. When I get done reading Orion, and when I really think about get the outline to a point where I am comfortable with it and everyone else is happy with it, then I'll update on the progress. But for now, that's where Orion stands. So let me see what else is going on. I've joined a blog called Curse of the Fallen. And what Curse of the Fallen basically is a blog that tells the story of mythical individuals from a bunch of different myths coming together to fight someone named Solomon Kane, who was created back in he was created during the Pulp Fiction era, but he is like an adventurer from the 17th or 16th century who fights evil. Or that which he deems to be evil, saying that he will rid the world of evil completely, which, as part of the blog, I am writing for Morgan Le Fay, so he probably would consider her evil. So I've joined that, and as I said, I'm writing for Morgan Le Fay, so I would encourage you to go check out the blog of Curse of the Fallen. It's a really good blog, a really cool group of people, and I'm actually probably going to be making AuthorTube videos about joining blogs like that, or finding writing groups online, because they're also a writing group, basically. And they're pretty cool people. Anyways, where were we? A lot of what I have in my bullet journals these days are notes of what I wanted or needed to change for Orion. So there's so many bullet points. There are so many bullet points. Because this is a really big undertaking. It's hard to rewrite something that you worked on for 6 years. And you love it very much because it's your first book baby, but you know it can be better. That's hard. I've also been trying to keep a journal in my bullet journals just to keep track of my mental health and my mental well-being. I also started a new bullet journal because, obviously, I ran out. So, what else has been going on? What's been going on with you guys? Tell me in the comments section what's been up with y'all. As of Sunday, the first, I guess you could say, season of my D&D game that I'm involved in is finished. We finished the entire campaign of The Lost Mine of Phandelver this Sunday, so now, and we're taking next week off, so maybe I can catch up on Tales from the Table. I don't know, probably not, because there's a lot to go through from where we are in the videos to where we are now. A lot happened because, we went from level 1 to level 5. Shit happens. But yeah, but we're not done playing D&D. Week after next, we're going to be picking up where we left off in the same world, just with a different, kind of campaign setup. So I'm excited for that. What do we got? I'm sorry that sometimes these are not very well planned, but I feel like I can't plan life updates for you guys or life update videos because honestly, plans have a tendency to just go tits up, as we have learned very recently. In terms of how I'm doing under the pandemic quarantine situation, I'm doing better now that the weather is starting to get nicer. It was 63 degrees outside, which for us is warm. So I went for walks outside yesterday to get my exercise. What I've been doing while there's been snow on the ground is I've just been doing 5 laps on the stairs to the basement every time I take a break, which is every 25 minutes. Which I'll probably talk about that in another video because it's because of a work app to help me avoid burnout as a writer, so I'll be covering that. I've also bought Scrivener, and I've been trying it out, and I have been really loving it, so I'm going to be coming out with a video review of that. It is probably not going to be a how to use video because I'm not good with those necessarily, but it is going to be me saying whether or not writers should invest in Scrivener as a tool for their craft. But for the most part, that is what has been going on. I am just doing my best to play things by ear. I'm considering going to a uploading schedule of once every 2 weeks. Excuse me, hiccups. I hadn't just had breakfast. But I'm considering going to once every 2 weeks. I'm not going to say the reason for that yet, but when I have a reason, I will tell you. Well, I have a reason, but it needs to get a little fleshed out more. I'm not going to do it yet because I don't have to do it yet. But when I do, I will implement that if I have to implement that. So basically this is all just like we gotta roll with the punches at this point because that's life. So, that's what's been going on with me in the month of April. I am really hoping May goes a bit smoother because we've kind of been through shit after shit after shit after shit. And it's getting a little old. But anyways, that's my monthly update for April. If you guys like this video, don't forget to bitch slap that like button. And while you're at it, why don't you bitch slap that subscribe button and flick that bell so you can be notified every time I upload. You know the drill. Starforged Orion and How Are You are available on Amazon in paperback and Kindle. Starforged is also on Barnes & Noble. If you want to find other ways to support me, go ahead and check out my Patreon. I'm just saying you can become a beta reader if you wanted to. And don't forget to check out my other social media sites if you want more content. Toodles, guys.